May 12, 1996 was a Sunday. It was a pretty day here in Chapel Hill, bright blue skies. It was graduation day. It was Mother's Day. It was a Sunday. And the night before, there had been a number of parties around town, which is pretty traditional, including a party at the Phi Gamma Delta house.
Ben was not graduating that year, but he was just, you know, he loved his fraternity brothers and he wanted to be there with them. He had moved home early in May, and he went back to Chapel Hill on that Saturday night for a parent-sponsored graduation party.
The party went late into the night. By 4 o'clock, the DJ had finished playing, and there were 8 people that spent the night in the house asleep upstairs.
Ben had planned to sleep there and not drive home, so he just went upstairs and went to his bed.
There was a breeze coming in through the open doors of the basement, and the fire actually started in a garbage container downstairs at a bar, where witnesses told us that that night before, fraternity brothers and their fathers had gathered around this bar and were smoking cigars and relating stories of their college days, and a very friendly atmosphere, and cigars had gotten dropped into this garbage can.
He had just turned 20. He was majoring in economics and he was going to apply to the business school.
Sometime around 6 o'clock, the smoke detectors in the house went off. One of the students upstairs was woken by the smoke detectors, started downstairs to investigate, saw that there was smoke coming from the basement, ran back upstairs, beating on the doors and yelling for everybody to get out of the house.
He wasn't quite sure, what his life was going to be. I was basically telling him there were so many more opportunities for him and that it would become clear.
The tones went off and said structure fire, but the voices were crackling from the dispatcher. So you could tell the dispatcher was a little excited that there's probably multiple calls for this incident.
I came downstairs and opened up the bay that is behind me, and I could see heavy black smoke immediately.
Once we crested the hill, we could see the black smoke rolling, and we knew that we really had something that was bad.
The first and second floor, from the window to the top of the window to the bottom of the window and the front door, were fully engulfed. The third floor and the attic, there was heavy black smoke. On scene, it was an unsurvivable atmosphere.
The response time was less than 3 minutes.
The fire was just too much. We couldn't get inside. We went around to the basement trying to put the fire out. We knew that it was a total loss.
It was a perfect storm. The house was old, the wood was old and soaked with varnish. The stairway acted like a chimney. It started on the basement and went straight up, and when it went up, it went out like this.
It was around 9 o'clock on that Sunday morning, and we started calling Ben because we thought we better, make sure he's up, and I had no idea that anything had happened. I got a little worried when he didn't show up, but I thought, well, there was a party last night, and what I was really trying to do was to not get angry with him because it was Mother's Day. My husband and his brother drove up into the driveway. Oh my gosh, I saw the distraught look on his face, and he said, Bonnie, there's been a fire in Chapel Hill at the Phi Gamma house, and Ben is missing, and we fear the worst.
2 of them never got out of bed. One was found against the back of the door in his room where he tried to escape and was overcome by smoke. In one particularly tragic case, one of the boys got up, opened the door, was hit by smoke, got his girlfriend up, had her by the hand. They went out into the hallway. The smoke at that point was already so thick they couldn't see each other, just standing side by side. She began to panic. He was trying to pull her towards the end of the hallway where there was a fire escape. They lost their grip on each other. She was screaming his name. He was trying to find her in the zero visibility. He finally had to run for the fire escape because he couldn't breathe. And that's where we found her, in the hallway where she lost her grip on his hand. She'd been overcome by the smoke.
The fireman and a policeman came in and handed me Ben's wallet, and they had identified his body. So that was when we knew.
This is the nation's oldest state university, and here was a tragedy that never should have happened. That with the introduction of sprinklers into the building, these lives were, this is something that never should have happened.
And as much as I wish I didn't say it now because of my background, we did not talk about fire safety when my son Ben or my daughter Molly went off to school. We assumed that when Ben went to school that he would be safe, that the university would have measures in place that would keep him safe.
A student has got to know how to get out of where they are, whether it's their dorm, their classroom, their fraternity or sorority house, their apartment. Get out and stay alive. Get out and live another day.